What if I told you that one car built in a limited run of just 400 units became one of the most legendary machines in rally history? A car so rare and so tied to motorsport glory that enthusiasts call it the holy grail of Subaru. That's right. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the Subaru Impreza WRX STI 22B, a machine that represents the peak of 1990s rally culture and still stands as one of the most desired Japanese performance cars ever made. The story of the 22B begins with Subaru's dominance in the World Rally Championship. In the mid to late 1990s, Subaru wasn't just another competitor, they were the team to beat. With drivers like Colin McRae, Richard Burns, and Carlos Sainz, the blue and gold Impreza became an icon of speed, control, and raw power. The sight of that car sliding through gravel, spitting flames, and roaring through mountain passes became a symbol of rallying itself. Subaru wanted to celebrate this golden era, and so they decided to create a very special car. In 1998, Subaru had two anniversaries to mark: the company's 40th birthday and their third consecutive WRC manufacturer's title. To honor both, they unveiled a car that was more than just a limited edition. It was a tribute to their rally heritage. That car was the 22B STI. Its name itself carried meaning. 22 stood for its enlarged to 0.2-liter engine, and B symbolized Bilstein, the suspension partner that helped fine-tune the handling. This wasn't just marketing, it was a rallybred monster in disguise. The engine under the hood was a 2.2-liter turbocharged flat-four, producing an official 276 horsepower. But here's where things get interesting. Back in Japan, automakers had a gentleman's agreement not to advertise more than 280 horsepower. In reality, the 22B was believed to be pushing well beyond that, with some tests showing closer to 300 horsepower or more. That raw power, combined with Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive, gave the car grip and acceleration that could embarrass much more expensive sports cars of its time. But it wasn't just about the numbers. The 22B looked the part too. Its wide fenders, massive hood scoop, aggressive front bumper, and adjustable rear wing made it instantly recognizable. Park it next to a regular Impreza, and the difference was night and day. This was a car that wore its rally DNA proudly, with a stance and presence that screamed performance. Even standing still, the 22B looked like it was ready to launch into a gravel stage. When Subaru announced the 22B, only 400 units were made available to the Japanese market. And here's the kicker: they sold out in just 48 hours. That's right, in a world before online hype, before Instagram car culture, before YouTube fan channels, this car vanished almost instantly. That alone shows you the level of excitement and passion surrounding the 22B. To this day, that story of 400 cars, gone in 2 days, is part of what makes the 22B so legendary. Driving the 22B was an experience like no other. Owners described it as raw, visceral, and addictive. The turbo lag would build suspense, then unleash a wave of power that pinned you to your seat. The steering was sharp, the chassis communicative, and the all-wheel drive system gave it unshakable confidence on any surface. It wasn't just about going fast in a straight line. It was about attacking corners, feeling every vibration of the road, and being connected to the machine in a way that modern cars often lack. What made the 22B even more special was how closely it mirrored Subaru's actual rally cars. It wasn't homologated for racing, but in spirit, it was the closest you could get to Colin McRae's Rarest winning machine. The wide arches, the stance, the power delivery, everything about it felt like rally technology distilled for the road. For fans of motorsport, owning a 22B was like owning a piece of the rally stage itself. Because of its rarity, the 22B quickly became a collector's item. While at launch, it was already more expensive than a standard Impreza. Today, it's on an entirely different level. Cars that originally sold for under $40,000 now command well over $300,000 at auction. Some even reach $500,000, depending on condition and history. It's not just a car anymore, it's an investment, a piece of automotive history, and for many an unattainable dream. The cultural impact of the 2B is massive. It has appeared in video games like Gran Turismo, Forza, and Need for Speed, where countless young enthusiasts first discovered it. It has been featured in car magazines, documentaries, and YouTube videos, often with the same conclusion. The 2B is not just a Subaru, it's the Subaru. It represents the pinnacle of what the brand stood for in the 1990s: passion, rally dominance, and accessible performance. More than 2 decades later, the 2B still holds its crown as the ultimate Subaru. Modern WRX and STI models are faster, more advanced, and packed with technology, but none of them capture the raw magic of the 2B. It's not just about the speed, it's about the story, the heritage, and the emotions it creates. The 2B wasn't designed to please everyone. It was built for enthusiasts, for the rally faithful, and for those who wanted a car with soul. So here's the question: does the Subaru Impreza 2B deserve its status as the holy grail of Subaru for many? The answer is a resounding yes. It's rare, it's powerful, it's beautiful, and it connects directly to one of the greatest eras in rally history. Whether you've seen it in real life, raced it in a video game, or simply admired it online, the 2B is a car that captures the imagination like few others can. And with that, we close the chapter on one of the most iconic cars ever made. If you enjoyed this story, drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you choose the 2B over other legends of the 1990s? Hit that like button if you think Subaru should build something this raw again, and subscribe for more deep dives into the machines that shaped car culture. Until next time, keep the passion alive and drive safe.